And say hi to everyone. And say hi. Hello, how are you? How's life? How's quarantine treating you? So today's video is going to be me showing you step by step on how to get a blue halo eye. I used to do it all the time when I was younger. This is me 4 years ago. Cute, I know. So I'm going to be doing a look similar to that. So yeah, as always, grab a drink, grab a beverage, grab a snack. I've got my coffee here and let's get into it. Okay, so I feel like I look really empty because I've done my base makeup because I just want to focus on the eyes for this video. So I feel like I look really like blank canvasy. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my Water Drag Gag Worthy brush, which is just like this little packing brush, and I'm going to take the Beauty Bay Bright Mattes 42 like shade palette that I got, and I'm just going to take White Lies, which is this white colour here, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid just to, because I'm working with colours, I want to make sure that I've got like as much of like a plain base there as I possibly can. Also, these water drag brushes are so nice. And I find this brush really good for like packing on this white shade, and it just brightens it up as well and just gives you like a nice plain space to work with. Also, I'm just making sure that I go right up to where my eyebrows are because I have a habit of like taking the pigment right up to the top. Okay, so now I have like a white base on my eyes. I've got multiple palettes with like blue shades in them. So I have the Bright Mattes palette that I just used, which has this sort of like row of blue. I mean, this purple shade is everything, but I'm going to stick to the blues. So I've got like the lights and darks, which will be really good for this. So make sure you have like the different shades. But I've also got this little NYX palette, which has this blue in it. And then I have like the bigger version of that little one, which has like these row of blues, like that. And I also have the Juvia's Place Warrior 3 palette, which has this really nice blue and these nice like a glittery shade and then like a shimmer shade. But I've also got glitters and stuff here, so when we get to that bit we can figure out which one is going to look best. Okay, I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this Paradise colour from the Beauty Bay palette on this BH Cosmetics brush. It's like a number 8 from the Marble Luxe collection, and I'm just going to pack on the outside of my eye and go up to sort of where my eyebrow is, and then I'm also going to get a bit and pack it on the middle bit here, not the middle bit, like my inner corner. And now I'm just sort of going to blend it. Because this is kind of like a quite a small blending brush, it's really good to get in like the details while still like blending and buffing, which I really like. I'm just going to blend this bit as well. So we kind of have this kind of moment going on, and if you wanted to you could just leave it like this and then have the middle bit with glitter or shimmer or whatever you want to put there, or just leave it if you wanted to, which could look pretty cool. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it off at the top and then put the glitter in that little like square bit that we're going to make, is what I think I'm going to do for this. I'm just going to go up here really gently and just meeting these two sides, and it creates like a little bridge in between the two. And also, if you mess up and you don't like the shape, we're going to go back in with concealer to really define that area, so you can change it up then again if you want to as well. Also, these shades are so gorgeous. I just want to say that I'm using it and I'm like, oh, this blue is everything. So now we have like the basic shape sort of, and you can see where the colour and that's going to go. I'm just going to blend and soften the outside a little bit more. I'm going to take this Water Drag brush in Fierce, that's what it's called, and I'm going to take Daydream, I think, and I'm just going to, I got pink on it, oops, my bad. I'm going to do that to sort of like blend out the edge a bit more now we have that basic shape. So just adding like darks and lights a little bit more. So as I'm doing this, I can sort of notice that these bits are darker, which is what we want, but this top bit here doesn't really have as dark as the sides, which is good, and I think that's what I'm going to go for. Still have it at the top, but really focusing on the inner and outer corner, having most of like the dark shades. Okay, so now we have like the basic top area. I think that I'm gonna do the bottom lash line as well as we go. So I'm going back into the Paradise shade, and I'm gonna be going back into brush 8 from BH Cosmetics. And just focusing on this outer corner area, and then this inner corner, because I'm gonna bring it down. And when you do the bottom lash line, it just makes the look a little bit more cohesive, and it's not just like all at the top. So that kind of vibe. So I'm going to go back into Fierce from What a Drag and the Daydream shade, and I'm just going to lightly blend like I did on the top half down here. And you can make this as like soft or dramatic as you want. So you don't have to do the bottom lash line if you don't want to. I just prefer doing it just so it all sort of matches in. Like so. And then you can see where the halo bit is in the middle here. So what I'm going to do now is I might take this blue shade from the Juvia's Place palette, just because it's a little bit darker, and I'm taking that on a What a Drag brush, and it's called Slay, and I'm just gonna darken these areas slightly, just a little bit more, and I'm just packing it on because I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna blend it and soften it out. And again, just going on the bottom lash line just so it matches up. And I like to gradually add light and shade when I do colourful looks, just so you can sort of build up to what you want. It's just how I like to do it. And just to blend that out, I'm going to go back into Fierce and just give it a bit of a buff and just make it a little bit softer. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into this little edit palette from NYX. I'm going to take this blue on the What a Drag Slay brush again, and I'm just going to again press it and pack it in to these sort of corners, and I'm just going over my crease so it gives me sort of that like illusion. My eyes are a little bit bigger than they are. Okay, I'm going to go in and blend it, so don't panic. But I'm just going to take this BH Cosmetics brush. It's 132, and I'm going to go into the same colour. I'm taking this brush just because it's a bit thinner than the What a Drag one, and it's really going to help me sort of get in to my lash line. And then I'm just going to sort of match up these sort of like darker shades, just really lightly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Fierce again and just blend really light circular motions. I think I might take a bit more of a fluffier one, which I'm going to take number 7 from this BH Cosmetics Marble Collection, just to sort of soften this outside area a little bit. So I hope you can see like we've got a real light and shade vibe going on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the middle bit, put a little bit of concealer just to define it a little bit more, and then if we want to we can add darker and make the outer and inner corner a bit darker. I'm making my way down. So I've just got my little collection concealer and just like a little brush. It has this weird, it has a weight in it. I'm just going to put a little bit on that brush and just really go up here, and also go under my eye as well because I want to bring it down. And by doing this, it just adds a contrast. If you wanted to, you could just leave it and have like a really soft halo eye. But I don't mind a kind of dramatic little moment. And then I'm just going to sort of blend it. And what I'm doing is, any concealer that the brush picks up, I'm just putting on my hand because I don't want to add any more concealer. I just want to soften the edges a little bit. I also want to make sure I've taken concealer above my natural crease, so again it gives the illusion that my eye is bigger than it is and I have more space on my eye than I actually do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this purple reflect kind of colour. So I'm going to use this shade as a base, and then I'm going to put some like white, blue, purpley reflective chunky glitter on the top. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to take it on H Cosmetics brush in 10, and I'm just going to lightly pack it right in the middle here. So making sure to take it underneath as well. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to, you can just go straight for the glitter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of glitter primer on this brush just so the glitter has somewhere to go. And again, under the eye as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Water Drag brush in Work and this little Barry M glitter pot. And I'm taking the top one, not this blue one, the top one, just because it'll brighten the eye and it'll really make it look like a halo rather than using like a dark glitter. Take this brush and sort of dip it in there and see what it picks up, and then just pack it on. I don't actually know if this glitter is eye safe, but... And then also don't forget to go under the lash line. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Pacific Dreams on this Sickening brush by Water Drag, and it's just a really small detailed brush just because I really want to get in here. I am going to blend it, so if it looks really harsh, don't panic. And then I'm going to take Slay and I'm just going to buff that out. I'm going to try and avoid the glitter as much as I can. And just by doing that, it's really sort of like darkened that area and just really accentuated the halo eye, and you can really see that bit's lighter and then the outer and inner corners are a lot darker, which I really, really like. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the other eye, and then I'll be back quickly to add some lashes and finishing touches just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. Okay, so that is the other side really quickly done. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to jazz it up a little bit. So I've got these gems and I was thinking of taking the blue ones and then putting them in my inner corner. Screw this. This gem's coming off. That gem's off. Why is this not wanting to work? I'll just take this little brush and add some proper inner corner highlight because I don't know why, but that wasn't wanting to work. Now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have a better way of doing this. I'm going to put the lash glue there first and then the gem. So I want it to go just there. Okay, so now the lash glue is getting tacky. I'm going to get this little gem. There we go. Cute. Right, I'm going to quickly do the other side. Okay, so now that the gems are on, I think that I'm just going to make it more glittery. And I have this collection in Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Liner in Cosmic Stars. And it's just like this really cute iridescent one. And I use it for my inner corner quite a bit. Just to give it a bit more sparkle. So that is basically the finished... I got something in my eye. I got something in my eye. What is that? Oh no. That's pretty much the finished look. I'm going to quickly put some lashes on and really finish it up and make it look really cute, and then we'll be back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I've added some lashes, top and bottom. I got a little mascara mark on me, but we're just going to ignore that. Also my bottom and top lashes keep getting stuck together and it's really stressing me out. I also added a black lip just because I wanted to. Obviously with this look you can tone it down or make it as eccentric or as big and as bold as you want. So it can be darker than this. You could even maybe add like a little bit of black, outer and inner corners, or you can tone it down. You don't have to go blue. You can even do a different colour with this kind of look. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Lashes just top it off. So yeah, if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you do want to see more of me and my videos, then please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. And also comment if you're going to try this look or if you're going to try it in another colour or any videos that you want to see in the future, so please do comment down below. I'll also put my Instagram and Twitter and all of that in the description box, so make sure you check that out. So if you do try this look, please tag me in it if you put it on any of your social media. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, rest of your week, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye guys! These lashes really do not want to stay separated. This is actually stressing me out. Okay, let's stop recording.